Hi friends, today we're going to do spin art. Now with spin art we can do it two different ways. You can use a salad spinner like I have here, or you can use a plastic container with just a few items in it like toys or a couple of rocks or anything to make it shake. Now the first thing I've got to do is get my paper for the spin art. Now you can't really use copy paper or construction paper with this because it's too thin. So we're going to use paper plates. You also could use poster board, a thicker paper like a thick sketch paper, anything that has a little bit more weight to it. Now I'm going to fold it in half and fold it again to get a neat shape because I don't want to just use a circle. So I'm going to make, I think, a sun shape because I'm really excited about spring to come. So on the edges, I'm going to cut out a bunch of triangles. Now, I've cut all these triangles here, okay? So after I open it up, it's gonna look like a sun. So I'm gonna put that one in here. And the next one is the plastic container. Now, with the plastic container, whatever plastic container you use, whether it's big or small, you need to make sure that the paper is about the same size as the opening. If it's too big, it's gonna not move around. So with this one, I'm gonna fold it in half and fold it again, and I'm gonna cut it really small. I'm gonna cut all those rigid edges on the paper plate off so it's like really small. And on this one, I think instead of doing those triangles, I'm gonna do something a little different, kind of like a snowflake. So I've made 3 different triangles, and when you open it up, it kind of looks like a snowflake. So I'm going to put this in here and that in there. Now we're going to pick our colors. I'm using some tempera Crayola paint, but you could also use some food coloring and flour and a little bit of water and make up a paste, kind of like how we did the paper mache. So if you need instructions on that, please feel free to email me and I'd be happy to talk to you about it. Now on here, I'm going to put some pink paint in here and maybe some orange paint. And on here, I think I'm going to do some blue paint because blue is more like winter, right? Mm-hmm. And how about some purple? Okay, so now we've got it in both containers. So I'm going to close them up. And on the salad spinner, you know what to do. You're going to push it down, push, 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 move it up and down. Kind of sounds like a train, doesn't it? It's so loud. So keep letting it spin until you feel like it might be done. And then you know what to do. You hit the black button and you stop it. So let's see what happened. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Now, if you feel like this is too light, you could always go back in with another color, maybe a little more orange, and try it again. Also, if you make your paint too thin, it's also going to have a watercolor effect, which is fine. And if you want more of a striped effect, you need thicker paint. Whatever you feel like you want to do. Now with this one, I added that purple and orange, and look what it did. Very cool. Okay, now what is going to happen when we use, excuse me, our Tupperware container? Make sure it's completely shut, friends. We don't want it to spill out on our table. I'm going to shake it a little bit. Not too rough, though. Don't shake it too rough or you'll tear the paper. Now, if you notice that the paper is getting stuck to the top of the lid, sneak in there real quick and push it down and then put it back in. But don't look at it and make it be surprised. Shake, 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 shake. Now, let's see what it does. Let's see what the difference is. Woo! Isn't that pretty? So that one is a little more, that one shows that we had a little more paint in there. So here is different ways you can do spin art. And let's see what you come up with. All right, bye now.